Hey, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to stop in and do a really quick reply to some of the comments or questions that I've received since the last video that I uploaded, which was quitting my job and pursuing school full-time. Quick disclaimer, I know quitting your day job to pursue what you consider your passion or your dream is not something that everybody can do. I understand I'm in a position where a lot of people aren't fortunate enough or have the flexibility to even cut back, go part-time, or pursue school at all, be it the amount of debt that they're in, the amount of expenses, the responsibility, kids, marriage. There's different factors that prevents different people from going after what it is that they aspire to be, their dreams, their goals, and not just nursing related. And I say that because I do feel that I'm blessed to be in a position where I can decide to pursue school full time, but that doesn't go without saying. I mean, it took years of planning and preparation for me to get to the position where I could, afford to cut back, afford to slash my budget in half. I also have responsibilities. I have a mortgage. I have a 9-year-old daughter that's in 5th grade. I have responsibilities. However, because early on in 2013, when I started on Dave Ramsey's financial peace journey, I believe it was the financial peace. Anyhow, I'll link that book below. When I started on the Dave Ramsey journey to being debt free and using his baby steps and paying off debt, it was in 2013. Now, it took me many years to pay off student loans and credit card debt, mainly because I had racked up so much debt. I was living off of credit cards in college at one point. I had quite a bit of student loan debt that I had to tackle. Now, I did live on an Indian reservation for a couple of years to get my loans paid off. My student loans, that was a sacrifice. And while others were living a nice life, new nurses traveling, making good money, able to afford the luxury bags, luxury cars. I, straight out of school, chose to live in the middle of nowhere and again get my student loans paid off. It's when I started to pay off all of my debt, my credit card debt, and fast forward to today, I have no car loans. I'm driving the same car that I was driving in 2010, which is a Nissan Sentra. I tell people I'm gonna ride that car until the wheels fall off. Not having a car loan and paying each month to finance a new car, not having student loan debt, and paying off all of my consumer debt, my credit cards, leaves me in a position again where I can step away from working full time and to pursue what it is that I'm passionate about ultimately, and that is women's health. I would encourage any young person who isn't in the position where they have to dig themselves out of the mud, who don't have the family and the kids and the mortgage and the responsibilities that most adults have, is to really consider, how much student loans that you require. How can you work during school? Can you work part-time and go to school and pay for school as you go and take out as little amount of student loans that you can. And once you graduate, say you are in the nursing field, once you graduate and you do have loans and credit cards, I would encourage you to pay those off as fast as you can and eliminate that debt before accumulating new debt. Because honestly, it's a vicious cycle, and it's really hard to get out of that cycle once you're already in the recurring payment cycle. when those bills are coming, when you finally come out of that deferment, when you first graduate and those bills start coming in, you start buying those new purchases, going to the car lot, buying those new handbags. It's going to be really hard to get out of that situation once you are in it. But for those who are in it, you still have it's still possible for you to eliminate as much debt as possible. Consider trading in your luxury cars for used paid cars. I'm no financial expert. I watch a lot of, again, Dave Ramsey videos. I like to, research different things on becoming debt-free, financial freedom, those things, but I'm not an expert. I do highly suggest starting out with the debt snowball. And Dave Ramsey, you just type it in YouTube, debt snowball. He has a lot of videos, or everyone on YouTube that's participating in the debt-free journey probably has a video on the debt snowball. And that's where I would start. Paying off those highest interest credit cards, getting rid of those student loans, and staying out of debt. Stop using credit cards. If you can't afford to pay in cash, consider not getting it. Basically, the debt freedom part is gaining your freedom, basically, to do the things that you truly enjoy, traveling more, all those things, they'll come. I think you just really have to sacrifice and make it a priority to eliminate debt. Again, that's just a couple of things that I wanted to get on here real quick and convey, is that when you're paying those minimum credit card payments and minimum loan payments each month, you're barely making any progress on paying off those debts because of the interest. It sucks. It's hard work, but it can be done. I would encourage y'all, again, to check out Dave Ramsey's channel, and just get serious. Get serious about your future. Get serious about the legacy that you want to leave behind for your kids, your family. And again, I know it's hard work. It may take some of us many years. Again, like I said, I started in 2013, so it's been a long time coming for me. But at any stage, I do feel it's possible to lighten up the load, gain some sort of freedom, some breathing room for yourself, and it's possible. So yeah, I just want to stop in and give you all a little encouragement and let you know how it is that I'm able to go to school full time and not work. Well, I hope you all come back, and if you like the content, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.